let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Great, set.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And our first play of the game is going to net them a single yard.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Hurts now from the gun. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, 73,
First down throwing for Hurts. That's cut. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
We've set it down from 37. First down, a run with Barkley. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down. And dose of the hurry up here.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Hurts to throw.
At the 37-yard line.
He's got Brown on the slant. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. Getting out to his left. Completes this one to Jahan Dotson. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point of this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
They're going to run with Barkley. And they try to power right forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Listen, everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure wanted a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. Well, we all know, Brock, you want your players to get better as the game goes on and as they settle into a contest. But, man, it is tough to imagine this guy getting any better than he was on that opening drive, huh?
Yeah, you hear me all the time just talk about getting the quarterback in a rhythm, right? Just feel of the game. Yeah, you can't be much better than that. A perfect 5 for 5 and finish it off for 6. That is a sweet feeling heading to the sidelines.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Sheen Ali on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
Pressure coming. It's Jackson. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. 8-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at first down here. Trying down the middle with Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. Looking quickly here.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Baltimore first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Ravens.
And they'll throw this instead, trying to catch him off guard. Finds a seam down the middle. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
First and 10 at the 10-yard
Offense
line.
getting set. Here's first and 10. Handoff headed right to Henry. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 4-yard line.
Motioning left is their running back. Lamar now from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Now they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Nakobe Dean. And the Eagles will get it back with some time to work with. We reached the 2-minute warning. Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10.
Good. Set.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he gets a 1 as we come up to the 2-minute warning. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Into traffic, complete. And this is going to get him right up near that first down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And his perfect start is over. That's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Okay, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. They'll indeed go for this. It's Hurts. Escapes the pocket. He's going to run for it. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down. Offense up to the line fast.
And an Eagles first down.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. He beams one deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. Hits the 20. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles grow their lead just before halftime. So sensational work by a skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch. You spend all week on 2-point plays trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass doesn't work.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10.
Hey, middle. Ready. Ready. You.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. him downfield. It's Bateman. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. New set of downs from the 37. Running back motions right. First down throw for Jackson. That's completed right side. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
You change it.
Working inside the red zone. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
Yep, ready. Ready. 13. You at X.
Jackson yet again. Headed out right. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get their first point of this game just before halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. Lamar and the Ravens all set for this two-point try.
Nice shot.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Escapes out to the left. Nothing doing on that two-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. Things going well so far. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. First and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. Along the right sideline, there's space. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles will add to their lead at the end of the half. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Nick Sirianni telling his offense they're going for it. Two-point attempt coming.
Well set up for the
Throwing here just before halftime. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. That's the third time they've gone for 2, and now their second conversion, so they've done pretty well in that spot today, partner.
Oh, come on, Kate. You know better than that. Even though they're 2 for 3, you know what every old salty coach is going to say.
You should have gotten all 3 of them.
Bingo! Any team that's willing to go for it expects to find success every single time.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Escapes a defender. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Baltimore offense to the line now. First and 10. Lamar back to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up second down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. This is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. Brings up third down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
That one intended for Mark Andrews. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Jackson's going to go on fourth. Forced out to his right. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Jahan Campbell makes the play. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Trimmer. Crowd left Yeti.
Hurts setting up to throw. Chased out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. And he makes the catch, but he will not get the feet down. Oh, Brock, that could have been a highlight reel touchdown. Instead, just an incompletion. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Running right, it's Barkley. Nice cut, headed to the... And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Hurts looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he's into the end zone. That play has a couple more of their lead. That is their 3rd conversion this game. They haven't been shy on the confidence to go for it or to back it up once it's snapped.
I love that word, confidence. And I love being in a huddle and you can feel it. When you're on offense, that feels like you can't be stopped. You can't wait to say, ready, break. No matter what the situation or circumstance is, in 3 conversions, that's job well done.
So 1st down from the 41. Pistol snap to Jackson. He rolls to his right. Rolling and takes a deep shot down the middle. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Sidney Brown makes the play.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And the stop will be made as he gets this up to about the 18. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
14 yards.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
For Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They go to Barkley again. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down motion.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Hurts on 3rd and 2. He put everything he had into this. They connect on the deep shot. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. A.J. Brown, the touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with a receiver with that kind of speed, that is scary. And he just made him pay.
All right, Brock, your time with Seattle and especially Indy, you were on the winning end of some blowouts. Is there any reason you'd have ever gone gone for 2 up this big.
Well, let's see. Mike Holmgren, Tony Dungy, my father. No, Kate, you would not ever do this because the football's got a funny way of coming back and humbling you. Maybe not in this game, but down the road, and I just don't like any part of this decision-making.
And this will give him some decent field position here, partner, and this gets out to the 30. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Lamar out of the pistol. Andrews has it, working downfield. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First and 10 at the 49.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
Flushed out of the pocket. Eagles are on it, and down he goes. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, or the other areas of the team pick each other up.
And they make the tackle at the 38.
A gain of 17 yards.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Ravens football. They're going to look for points here, no doubt, but might be too little too late for them in this lopsided contest. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First down. Here's Lamar. Hits it through the middle. And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Ravens first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Throw is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens making the scoreboard look a touch better. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit. No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's another carry for Barkley. He's got room to roam. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Give him 24 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone on first. Vacates quickly left side. And after all that running, he ends up out of bounds deep behind the line of scrimmage. Not even a throwaway. That's going to count as a sack. Let's see what they dial up, partner. This is 2nd and long. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Play action, Hurts has it. Buying some time right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being fourth down. The lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. Hurts now on fourth. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. On the move, headed right. He's running with it. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Blitz coming, Lamar. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. We've set it down from 37.
We changed it.
And the Ravens first down.
Middle.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. They touch him down at the spot as we wait to hear about this flag on the field. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. So roughing the passer gifts them a 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Ravens putting up points in a game decided. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche.
And he's in for 2, so don't write him off just yet. I know the chances are slim, but still a small one in this 2-possession game.
You know, we tend to say this all the time, and I'll say it yet again, Kate. Big targets in the red zone are an enormous advantage. Not many guys can match up and defend someone like him, and no surprise, they went right to him for the conversion.
Bigsby with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Great. Set.
Barkley trying this up the gut. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Great. Set. 180.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Cuts it to the right sideline. And they take this in for the score. The Eagles make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Saquon Barkley the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles stretch the lead to 23. It's all set for the kickoff. I'll need to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10. Pressure coming. It's Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It goes for 32 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Working fast as that clock ticks down.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Ravens.
13. Important.
On first down, Jackson. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. He was looking for Mark Andrews. So it'll be second down.
The Gene on coverage.
Hey. 180.
Throwing again is Lamar. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second.
And the Baltimore first down.
Lamar throwing again. Taking a deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
And again, it's Jackson. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. Thought he had a touchdown there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
180. Change it.
Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Barkley off the pistol give. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
No, touch that. 73. No touch.
They're going to pass it here. And it's incomplete, but hey, who cares? They've got the lead, and we are out of time in this one. So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike.